What's going on, everyone? Dan Scott back again with another video where we are reading from the Devar Bible translation. We're in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 concerning all who will be made alive. There are orders, okay? Where Christ was the from origin, he was the first. He's been made alive. And when he comes in the last days, or the resurrection, okay, which is the context here, this concerns in his presence, which the word presence means personally being present on the earth when he comes again. Hebrews 1:6, but the key word here is again. Okay, then when we come to verse 7, we see the making of the spirits to his angels and the flames of fire to his officiators. This will execute the judgment when angels are being made as officiating spirits. Okay? Key word, made. Making. So, when we come to Luke 24 here, this word, flashing clothing, is actually, it's a verb from astrapo. And it also occurs in Luke chapter 17, verse 24, where these were not human beings, because the word here is in the same word family as lightning. Okay, so these two men were not human. The word here is not anthropos, but it's aner. Where here in Luke chapter 11, the flashing up is a noun. So hence, if your whole body is light, not having one dark part, okay, so there's a prerequisite here, then the whole will be light when, as it were, the lamp enlightens you due to the flashing up. So this is what we should be expecting to attain and come into according to the likeness of these two men in flashing clothing who are officiating spirits, who were made alive just as when Christ comes again in his presence, we will be made alive, but again, each in his own order, which orders in the context of officiating spirits being made is seen in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Okay, so one star is more through carrying in glory than another star. Through carrying is a key word here because this is still the coming through the present heavens and earth into a new heavens and earth during the time of judgment, where the word star is in the same word family as flashing up and lightning. Again, here is one of two verbs, flashing, from astrapto. We're now in Luke chapter 17. This occurrence here is also the verb flashing, where the word lightning is also added and then brightens. So, for just as the flashing lightning, verb, noun, lightning, brightens out from one part under the heavens into the other part, which is progressive, also this will be the Son of Human in his day, where the parallel in Matthew 24 states, just as the lightning comes from the east and is made to appear to the west, thus will be the presence of the Son of Human. Again, each in his own order, in his presence, parousia. And the first who will have their loins having been girded about with the truth, the part of the armor which is truth, and their lamps to be made burning, will uploosen, and they will become officiating spirits to come out of the wedding like the two men in the flashing clothing at the first watch time, disappeared here, which is the uplight of the fire. Okay? I came to cast fire on the earth land, and what do I want if it were already uplight, which is the kindling or the beginning, first order of the making of the spirits, the officiating spirits, as angels in the figure of flames of fire, which begins the judgment. So our brightening lamps as burning will be converted into flames of fire in the judgment when we flash up, each in his own order. Where when we come back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 here, again, one star is more through carrying in glory than another star, also concerns the resurrection. And here in my notes, let me show you that we actually see orders. When you examine all the parallel accounts of these parables concerning flashing and lightning, we see Jesus on the mountain showing the men his rising out of died ones. It was out flashing from extrapto, where in the two verbs we just talked about, it's flashing lightning, brightening out, from the verb astrapto, flashing. And then in Matthew 24:27, it's lightning comes out, where the word comes out is one word from exerchomai. Okay, and then as I talked about in my last video concerning lamps and brightening lamps, we also see three different verbs. There are lamps that are burning bright, which is from the verb kao, and then there's lamps being lit, which is from the verb hapto. And again, there are those who are bringing lamps as coming, which says nothing about being brightening or lit, which would be likened to the foolish virgins, who have brightening lamps, but they don't have oil, which again, erchomai is coming, where here the lightning that's coming out is exerchomai. So we see the parabolic watchtime orders in everything in the Word of God if you have the eyes to see. So we need to have our lamps to be made burning, where again, the first order who will come into the wedding officiation will flash up first, where then the instructions here are for those who are not spirits. You be like human, which is anthropos, where again, the two men in flashing clothing is a different word. It's men is aner. Hence, watch, stand firm in the faithing, be manly, behold having. God bless.